Welcome back, everybody, to Bear's Rod Shop. We're gonna probably start just calling it BRS. That's what a lot of my vendors call me when they call on the phone instead of the whole full name. This is gonna be part 4 of that shop-made tools, and had a little time today waiting on some more air conditioning parts for the Dodge, and it's a little bit warm outside. I thought I'd knock out as much as I could on part 4, and if I don't get any comments, I may not even finish up with part 5 because she's about ready to mount the motor here. We'll come back to this details. I'm going to take this motor off here this afternoon, freshen it up, clean it up. It works great on this one, and it will be installed, of course, on the head here. But for the sake of video, I did not want to put that weight up here. The bride is tied up doing some honeydew projects. And no, it's not all that heavy, but bad wrist. And I haven't put that snap ring on. Here's that's the snap ring we talked about in part 3. But just for sake of video, I'm going to show you and walk you through X, Y, and Z on this particular build. But today's agenda is there comes a time in every man's shop when one must come up with an alternative means or method. I know we're all guilty of this. And then we don't go out and spend money on new vendor tools. I wanted a mag drill until I started checking for a good brand, not a knockoff. 400 bucks, used once or twice, maybe 3 or 4 times a year at the most. But as I take you guys through, my bride and I would really love some comment from some viewers. If this DIY tool build was worth watching or helpful. We just don't get much comments, and then we feel like, well, we'll just quit videoing. But my daughter says, no, Dad, you got to keep it going. Down here on the X, we got 360 available. With it setting against the wall, can only utilize 180. That's more than I need for swing. The Z, of course, would be from the backstop, just like any mill, out to positive 31 inches of travel. This is going to be awesome. Now, Z is unique. Negative to positive. On the high end, highest position with the chuck on, I'm not going to put chuck on, or the number 2 Morse taper part in today, that is another 2 1/4 inches, but that's been included. So I'm going to have vertical height up at 48 inches, off the floor 18, but that is going to give us a chance to roll frames in here, and we'll go through this mode. I probably won't pull this head off by myself today. I'm going to flip it around, flip it over. We're going to swing this baby. Right now, for sake of video, I've come in here and I've got the bolt, the nut on the dog pin pulled back so I can swing it. Here's the old J.D. Wallace original tool, but let's swing this baby around. Go one hand on the camera, and we can go all the way around over there, over that toolbox, all the way up against the Pexto bead roller. But this is going to go. It's going to go either sold or I'm going to put it to use. But this gives us a nice swing right here. And that plate I showed yesterday a little bit real quick. All well was 70/18, and she's super stout. Let's put this in the holder here and see if we can get some good pictures. I'll get this as best I can zoom in. We're sorry about the glare. Maybe I got to get over here out of the glare. How's that, guys? Ain't nothing worse than seeing the good old Texas sun glaring through. And again, please, we welcome your comments. We want them. And we're going to zoom this thing. Yeah, it's pretty good right there. Let's go to work on this thing. Let me drag my old trusty stool over here real quick. Alright, let's push this thing over in the camera. We'll move her right over here like this. Make sure everybody can see. I'm going to end up buying some cameras here pretty quick as soon as I can start making money. Alright, here you got the travel on the quill. And let me put this down a minute. I'm going to pull around here for me. And let's release this. Going over here, we can get, the motor has no effect on any of this. That's what's great. So if I have a pattern, the arches are going around, we can actually set up, and then I will put the snap ring in at whatever height, but swinging around on this side, and we're going to lock her off. You know, 37 pounds used to be a piece of cake, but not anymore. Let's release this in here. If you don't bop me a good one, I'm going to back up. And I'm not sure. I'm going to take a look here. Like old Harold said, this morning I was watching a video with him over there, and he bumps the camera's tripod a little bit, but that's us guys that are a little bit older. You know, sometimes we do that, but today we didn't. Here we go down. We can stop. Actually here, I don't know if you can get a good look at this or not, but you're going to have to use your imagination. That drill turns right around on that same shaft, and we can go bore in horizontal. Yeah, horizontal as well. Now this becomes very unique. I would love to have a horizontal mill. I own one now. It's just not on heavy scale. But then we'll pull this pin. Let's get her right down here. I want to make sure I got her tight because I don't have the snap ring in. Again, I've got it filming out the back lens, so look at here, guys. Now, here's the fun part. The old 46 Ford truck steering wheel. This will be the only thing I think I am going to power. I've got another shaft, Acme thread, but this works real good, and it's not something that I'm going to have to use quite a bit. We are going to finish up that fixture plate. Like I say, you'll have to remember, I'll have to pull this off, of course, flip over, and let's travel all the way up to the end and come over here. So this is going to be in reverse or inverted. Now, we got plenty for that fixture table. It's going to end up with some ears on here, also on the welding table. And just like I say, you got to imagine, I'll have to turn this around. Let's hit her on down. This is like driving Miss Daisy. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is tight. We're not going to need to swing it anymore. You see how it works. You're going to be able to do arches and lock into place. And while I'm at it, I don't think you would need to see a whole lot more today, wasting your time, about how many positions it'll go into. Of course, with the weight of it, it's assisting it right on down. You can imagine we got a frame down here. We're going to put a bunch of holes in the side and put some gussets or whatever we need in it. And again, when this head's over and we're down on that snap ring, this is going to end up the other 8. About 15.5 inches off the floor. Boy, does this make this handy. And then, of course, still, let's set this tape down. Oh, I already locked the swing off. Sorry. Anyhow, I could swing on this 360 arch, and if I had, it'd be a lot easier fixturing. Well, guys, I hope that y'all have enjoyed this video. Please share. Please send us your comments. You know, this hasn't been a costly build. This is Granddad's from 1950 original. I did not inherit this. I had to pay dearly from we won't say who, but it was all going in the Delta drill press, the miter saw, the lathe, and everything to the scrap iron. I could not have that. So anyhow, thank you, Grandpa Tim, and I know he'd be proud. He also has that Delta behind me. I've got a lot of old tools I got out on the vlog, the quarantine quickies. Y'all back up and look at some of Grandpa's old Starrett, Brown and Sharps while we're looking at this unique build here today. Again, we appreciate all of our subscribers and viewers, and anything that you know, if you run across one of these J.D. Wallace's, they just don't build good iron like this. And I am not worried about any kind of structural cracks. This thing is not a heavy mill, Bridgeport. I got the column mill in the back, but I'm so happy that I got all this travel. And she's going to be unique. It's going to give me an opportunity to make some more customers out there with frames, motorcycles, you name it. Won't do me a whole lot of good in the gunsmithing that I'm trying to venture off into, but if y'all like this build, please give us a thumbs up, a like, hit that notification bell, put them comments down below, and see the guys we're subscribed to and follow them as well. Wish everybody a happy holiday coming up this weekend here tomorrow, and be safe. Come back and visit. God bless. We're out of here.